into it. Ajaokuta Power Steel Company, these are results with little or no results to show for it. It's just, and the funny thing is that you see private individuals do the same business. The last time we said the
Dangote refinery.
Not in the power sector.
Okay, yes.
The private these have been able to
build their power
to the tune of about 6,000 megawatts of electricity, and I don't think there's any one of them that started like 30 years ago. They all started just between a few years ago, and they've been able to at least generate captive power to the tune of over 6,000 megawatts. So it is not as if we can't do these things or these things are rocket science. It is just that with the political will is not there to ensure that these things are done properly.
Talking about political will and the fact that we mentioned Ajaokuta rolling station in Lokoja, there are these assertions and allegations that some of these things are being experiencing these challenges because of what some people describe as international conspiracy, that there are some powers that be in the international community who notice that these projects will lift Nigeria out of a third world country to some position in the quality of nations.
We like excuses. We have Indonesia, Malaysia, China. All these people too are facing some form of a conspiracy or the other. How come they are able to do their seamlessly and we are not able to do it? South Africa is another case. Even in Africa, here people have been able to fix their power problem. But whenever, now the question you ask, like the issue of the sunrise, and Mambila Plateau, was there anybody that came and was there any foreign power that partook in the wrong this thing? No. Nigerians decided that because for their selfish reason, they gave a contract to someone who is not capable. Look at our refineries. We've been pumping in money, but all of a sudden, suddenly it is working now. Has anybody been held responsible for the various turnaround maintenance that have not worked? Nobody. So these things are, yes, they are international conspiracies. There are plans by some people to ensure that you are dependent on them economically. But again, 95%, or let me go as far as 99% of the problem is within. And if you don't fix it within, we've seen countries in Asia that have similar issues. We've seen India. India is growing. And there are also international conspiracy theories that about the Western world not wanting India to grow, but they are growing. Look at China, where China was some few years. Look at the Arab nations. They are growing. They are developing. They do these things, and there's no matter the reward pressure on them, they are developing.
I think the problem is just political will, just like you mentioned, maybe leadership problem.
Political will.
Is it not out of place? Is it not funny that after all these years, we have not gotten a leader that is capable of achieving some of these things?
You can never get a leader. You need leaders. You need leaders. We've always been searching for that one leader who will wave the magic wand. We need leaders at all levels. Okay, let me show you an example. Even in our traditional institutions, without even government interference, getting a leader will turn it into something acrimonious. They say the oracles rig the elections and the rest of it. So we need leaders across board, not just a leader. If a leader comes, maybe we have a president that is ready to do it all. Now there's local government autonomy, and money is transferred to the local government, and the local government chairman decides to buy cars. What can he do? If the council, local government council votes in money that they should buy 100 cars, definitely you can't send them to jail for that, because it is a law. If the state government decide to make law that they begin to renovate houses of government officials rather than build road, you can't hold it so long as they can present documents to show that yes, the money was spent accountably. So these are the things that you don't need one leader. We need leaders across board.
Okay, but this issue of I remember during Obasanjo's regime, he was able to pursue the issue of debt cancellation.
Yes.
And it was successful to a very large extent. The Paris Club and other organizations that were owing Nigeria were able to forfeit the loan and the debts and all. It was a very successful endeavor. Now, how come we've not gotten a leader that can come up just like Obasanjo did with the forgiveness of debts for Nigeria? Somebody should just come up and say, okay, my own project for these 4 years is to see that Mambila hydropower project is completed, or Ajeokuta said, I don't want to do any other thing apart from doing you understand the major project because of some though the debt cancellation was not the only thing Obasanjo did, but it was one of the core things that he pursued, traveling.
Now let me tell you the issue of debt cancellation. It is, I look at it that we had someone who was able to but I don't think anybody I don't think anybody will forgive Nigeria of debt now. Reason why our debt were forgiving them, even though kudos to the team that were able to conjure well, and now Nigeria, after years of military rule, was just coming to democracy. The goodwill Nigeria has then, the whole world was looking at Nigeria. Now we have started practicing democracy. The world should watch out for Nigeria. And Obasanjo was a leader that was trusted by the West. He has done it before. The first African military head of state to hand over power to civilians. So the goodwill was there. And the West were looking at it that if Nigeria can get it right democratically, get it right economically, Africa will do better for it. So there were a lot of concessions that were given to us, the goodwill we had. But unfortunately, immediately the debt was cancelled. Corruption did not reduce. What the factors that led to the accumulation of debt was corruption, mismanagement, misappropriation of those loans. Nothing was done about it. In fact, and even before he left, we started fresh. A higher level of corruption was introduced. So now they will look. No country will forgive us our debt now, because they've given us the benefit of doubt. Then again, you can't. Okay, there are so many problems in Nigeria now that you can't focus on one. Because if you try to focus on one, if you fix that one, you don't fix the other, you find out that the ones that are not fixed will affect the ones that is fixed. Now, if you have refineries across Nigeria, if you don't freeze the value of the naira, it will still affect it. So that is why sometimes we've created so much problem that sometimes the leaders become overwhelmed. But I think it's because they ask for the job. If you ask them, they will say they can get it done. They will even give you time frames. Until they get there, they begin to tell you they didn't know it was like this, or they begin to blame past leaders. But the most important thing is that we need leaders across board, from the local government to the federal level.
And at times, Nigeria has a way of solving one problem, and in the process of solving that problem, you're creating another problem.
That because we don't solve problems independently. You look at it. You look at it from all angles. So, if, for example, let me say a family that are struggling to survive, and you pay school fees. You have paid school fees, but you took money that was meant to feed, money that was meant. Even if you pay for the child's school fees, what about the transportation? It's okay. My son has gotten admission to, let me say, ABU. You are living in Jalingo. Now he has gotten the admission. You've done everything. How do you pay? How do you pay for his transport to Zaria?
How does it sustain him?
So you find out that more problems will be created with him solving the issue of admission.
Okay, that takes us to this headline still on the Daily Trust. It's a tax reform bill for passage in March. That's a statement attributed to the Presidential Committee. And there is this position of ASU that came up. ASU believe that tax reform bill passage is going to bastardize the more the already traumatized educational system of Nigeria.
Yes, people in the education system, they had problem with some section of the tax, and I think they should keep talking and also approach the National Assembly. I've not heard ASU saying that, okay, they are approaching members of the National Assembly that are sympathetic to their cause. Approach the Committee for Education, lay out your plans, bring out ASU is a union that have some of the best brains in Nigeria. Bring out a paper, a policy paper to show, okay, rather than do it like this, do it this way. Submit it to the Presidential Tax Reform Task Force. Submit it to the members of the national. This is how we should pursue things. What they are saying may be right, but the way we pursue things in Nigeria, I still find it hard.
I think their position is that anything that has to do with the proposal to end education tax by 2030, reduction of TED fund allocation, contradiction with the TED fund act of 2011 and all those sorts of, their position is that anything that has to do with any modification concerning the educational sector should not be.
You don't make this. Why?
Because according to them, if at the end of the day TED fund is not there, educational sector will have a lot of challenges with sponsorship and other things.
Okay, now that you've said it, is this the way to is this you have now look at the governors, they had to meet the president. The thing is that we like to talk.
So at the end of the day, they said something again that contradicts all the way. They said, also call on federal and state government to fulfill their constitutional duty to fund tertiary institutions adequately rather than relying on interventions like TED fund. You understand?
The thing is that what they are saying makes a lot of sense, but the way we pursue these things, even the NLC, I've not seen the NLC try to engage the Presidential Tax Committee. I don't know, probably they've met. I've not seen them share documents to media to show this is our position. The only thing I will just get press statement, we don't want it, it's not this, it's not that. Yes, anybody can say these things. Kudos to the Presidential Task Force. Whether what they are doing is right or wrong, they've been able to constantly talk about what they want to do. Zach Adedeji and the rest of them, constantly you see them talking, issuing press statements, telling you the reason why this should be this, that should be this. That's why most times when they go to these committees, when they meet those, you find out that they mostly come out
with documents, with facts, with a discussion that is actually viable and convincing.
After the discussions, you find out that you will begin to agree with him because they're
actually doing their work very well. All right, let's go to another headline still on the cover page of the Daily Trust. It's a hardship. 70 million Nigerians to get 75,000 naira each. Should we continue this conditional
cash transfer? To me, welfare is very important for the very poor. What the problem I have with it is transparency. There are people that need this money.
Should we continue to do these things when it's not giving us any results?
If it does, the problem is even if you channel the money into other this, you still have the same problem. My problem is that we should solve. You might say, you find out that you say, this doesn't work, let's do this. But forgetting that it is something, the same thing that make it did not work here. It's the same thing that will make it not work there. It's just like when the president, president said, okay, subsidy money will be transferred to states because it is being abused. Forgetting that before now, even the states cannot account for the ones they were getting. So if we say, okay, no more conditional cash transfer, let us transfer it to TED fund. You will still have the same factors that led to it not working. So the thing is that we should look for how do we become accountable fiscal responsibility. If these things are very, very good initiatives.
Maybe that's a topic for another day. Are we capable of having responsible, fiscal, corruption-free society in Nigeria? Maybe that's a topic for another day.
It's a topic for another day. And it's not only the government that you find that even religious organizations, when it comes to this account of your stewardship, it becomes war.
Even in organizations where you believe that these people should be transparent, these people are religious leaders, these people should have
the
morals.
moment you ask for accountability, especially financial accountability, then you are ready for a war.
All right, let's go to the Punch. The Punch newspaper has this major headline that says NLC fault, fresh petrol price hike, says federal government insensitive. Is it the federal government that is hiking the fresh petroleum price?
Well, to me, we are now at a stage whereby
we should not blame the government for
we will blame them. We will blame them because if I will blame them not for the hike directly, but for the economy, for the value of the naira. They are falling so much that yes, we are buying at this rate. If the economy was strong, there's employment. The people are productive. These prices would not be a burden on us. So whatever happens now, whatever hikes, whether directly or indirectly through their policy, we have to blame them. And again, it was their mismanagement of subsidy that led to this. And again, the subsidy removal was done in such a way that a lot of things were not considered, were not put into place before it was removed. So you still have to blame them. And NLC is playing its role as a watchdog to ensure that their members' rights, they are fighting for their members. If I don't like saying they are fighting for all Nigerians, because the only time they fight for themselves is when it comes to their emoluments. I've never seen them declare strike because of general insecurity and the rest of it. So we can still blame government, but again, we should know that
NLC should go for strike when elections have been rigged. They should go for strike when. What do you think?
No, now. Do you know that NLC is a stakeholder in the Labour Party? Now, which I feel NLC should not be, although the way Nigeria is, I don't feel the Nigeria Labour Congress should be
has some political affiliation
because the members are from, because it becomes their positions will become political. What if it is their party that won the election and it's not free and fair? What if their party loses the election? Will they be fair in the assessment of the distance? And do all members of the NLC, it's a union, agreed to that? Is it not another form of dictatorship of the elite of NLC? But well, as it is, the NLC is doing the right thing by speaking, but I think they can do more. They can do more.
Okay, but Dangote now is saying increase is in line with rising crude price. Talking about market force.
The market forces.
So why should the government be blamed?
Well, like I said, the market forces is affecting other countries, but the economy, the purchasing power of those people is making it not to be too much burden on them. If the purchasing power of Nigerians is improved through an improvement in the economy, people wouldn't complain about the price of petroleum products. But because as it stands now, over 120 million Nigerians are living under the poverty line. So definitely, people will complain. The price of PMS is too expensive for the average Nigerians. It affects everything that we do because transportation is powered majorly by petrol. So government still has the road, no matter how you want to put it, the government still have blame in these things.
All right. Viewers, if you're just joining us, we have been discussing with a public affairs commentator and an analyst from the perspective of an analyst, trending issues that are on the cover pages of the Nigerian newspaper and are trending in the society. We're going to go forward now with a discussion on the cover page of the Daily Independent. Daily Independent has this major headline that said, rising insecurity. Reps most target for IGP, service chiefs to check poor performance. Wants appraisal to form bases of reappointments and disengagements.
I think I like this. The House of Representatives is considering the alteration of the 1999 Constitution to provide for the review of the performances of the Inspector General of Police and the Chief of Army Staff during the security challenges in the country. So they are consequently the House Committee on Constitutional Review is considering two bills sponsored in this regard by member representing Darazo Gajua, Federal Constituency, Bauchi State, Honorable Mansour Soro. The first proposed legislation is titled "A Bill for an Act to Alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 to provide for appraisal of key performances of the Inspector General of Police, Commander General of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nigeria Immigration Service, Nigeria Correctional Service, National Security Advisors, Director Generals of the Department of State Security, and the National Intelligence Agency to enhance efficiency and to service and to check poor performance of the head of security in Nigeria." I think this is good. There should be a mechanism in place that will be able to check, is this person really performing, to assess him and say, okay, these are the deliverables. Has he been able to deliver? These are the standards that is expected to be met by any of the head of this organization. Are they meeting it? And then the second bill is seeking to the alteration to provide for the appraisal of key performances of the Chief of Defense Staff, Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, Chief of Air Staff, and Chief of Defense Intelligence to check poor performance of head of military branches and to enhance service efficiency. I think, to me, this is a welcome development, because sometimes it is obvious that the head of these organizations are not performing, but probably because the person in charge likes who's there, they leave them and they stay even on to retirement, despite the fact that Nigerians will keep the situation of things will worsen and you wouldn't see any change. So there should be a system whereby you'll be able to assess them and decide that, okay, now you didn't meet this assessment, you have to be eased out. This is a good one as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, we now go to the major story on the cover page of the newspaper. It talks about Algon. 774 councils to open dedicated accounts with the central bank, and NFIU to monitor spending. Fraudulent chairman, other officials for prosecution by EFCC and ICPC.
Now, like we say, over the weekend, the news came in that most local government don't even have accounts.
They were not proactive. Is it that they don't know that it will lead to this at the end of the day?
I knew we have challenges, these teaching problems, simply because this is the first time.
If the agitation and the celebration that came after the pronouncement of the Supreme Court judgment, so how were they expecting disbursement to be made if they've not thought of the need to have this? I thought this should not be coming up at this point.
No, one of the reasons why this came up is that some states just did their local government elections. Some of these local government chairmen are just coming in, so they just
the other ones that were ready should have to wait for those that were not ready before they open their account.
It is better you get it right from the beginning, so that you don't create problems. But one thing is sure, nobody is going to receive money. No local government is going to receive money if they don't open an account with CBN and they don't follow the procedures. That one is that is sure. So I'm very sure everybody will sit up now, because what they were expecting is by end of January, alert should start coming in. But the alert won't come up if your documents are not in place.
And that places them at some kind of disadvantage.
How?
Will the money come? Okay, whenever the money comes, it will still be useful, isn't it?
It will still be useful. It's their money.
Okay, there is this issue that is fundamental to this local government autonomy thing. What is the fate of these council development areas? We have two in Taraba and some of them in Lagos State. What will become of them?
Now, the local government council development area, it's a state arrangement. It is not recognized by the constitution. So the state will need to sit down and think of how they can finance the development areas. Now, these development areas were carved out of some local governments. So arrangements should be made in such a way that funds will be released to those development areas.
That will not be some illegality. Will it still be?
Well, it's law. That's why you have to go to the State House of Assembly, look at it, and come up with a law that does not.
But recently, in time past, there was this law that was about to be passed in Anambra State House of Assembly concerning the local government autonomy, and there was this senator from Anambra that stood up challenging it, and there was this interpretation from the court that the Supreme Court judgment is sacrosanct, you can't modify it, you can't change anything. So it's somehow, in one way or the other, making the development areas to be...
The thing is, you can't alter the Supreme Court judgment, but administratively, you can come up with a way to administer the local government without you altering the Supreme Court. What the law Anambra State wanted to make was this, that they should have, if the money comes, it wants to make a law that by law, a certain amount must come to the state government coffers to handle the area of some areas, because the states have been taking care of this area. Now the thing is that you don't make a law that enforce them. If the local government can agree, it is what the law is saying is that if the money must come to those accounts, it's going to be on first line charge.
Okay.
And again, that law itself did not even go against it. It was the political reason behind it. It was felt that it could be abused. So that is the reason. You can be the local government chairman and decide that, okay, every month we will allocate a budget to contain the fact that this development council will be getting 30% of our allocation.
Okay, by the present arrangement, the leaders or those people at the helm of authority at the local government development area, the development areas,
yes,
those people are somehow the equivalent of local government.
Under the constitution, they are not equivalent.
So in one way or the other, it is some sort of illegality. Don't you think?
No, to create a local government development, this thing is not an illegality.
What of their funding?
Their funding will come through money that comes to the local government that it was created from, or the state government will fund it. The only thing is that you don't expect direct funding as a local government, but funds can come from any from the local government, from the state, to fund it. But it is not a local government.
So the leadership,
it is a local government development area. You can come on and say you want to create community development area.
So, but the development area is created by the state government.
It's created by the state government.
And it's just like your father giving you instruction of how you're going to spend your money.
Well, in this case, it's not a father-son relationship.
The state government created the development
area. Now the state government should fund the development area.
So, which is okay.
But the thing is that development area in the constitution is part of the local government, and that local government should ensure that it is
some percentage should be given to them.
Even though it should development that comes to everybody should come to them, because they are part constitutionally, they are part of that local government. But the state
it's like an annex of the local government.
It's an annex of the local government.
So the leader of those development areas should be appointed by the chairman. What do you think?
Well, I don't know the laws that set them up. If the law that set them up said they should be appointed, and if the law said that there should be an election, but the thing is this: under the constitution, it is under a local government, and that local government should ensure that dividends of democracy come to those people. Now, if the state government wants to make them develop areas and want to fund them, the state government should fund them, or the local government can decide that, okay, I'm going to be dedicating a certain percentage of what I have to you to develop yourself. But constitutionally, they are part of the local government.
Okay, viewers, we're going to go for a short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to another segment of the morning show, and it is going to be very, very interesting. You can afford to miss it. Please stay tuned.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call work together to uphold the...
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. SUMTV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on SUMTV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from SUMTV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
My country people, I salute una this morning and I dey wish una happy new week. I hope say una enjoy una weekend with the interesting packages wey we carry give una from SUMTV this weekend wey just pass. My name na Esther Oka Stephen, and with me on this morning show na Oga Minor Jordan Abraham. Oga, good morning.
Good morning, I'm down.
But meanwhile, my country people, this is not the pidgin section of our newspaper headline review. When it be say we dey carry tori come nakuna of things where they happen for inside the country, our society, even self of our surroundings, our environment. Tori o dey for inside the Lagos state, something happen, plenty things don dey happen for inside the Lagos state, especially for one place where one community, one local government wey dem dey call Yaba for inside the Lagos. As kidnappers don bring another method wey dem dey use dey kidnap our children for over that place. This time dem say na yogurt na kidnappers dey take carry people children for inside the Yaba for Lagos for that place. Yo, my country people. For one area for Yaba local government inside Lagos, dem say e get a kidnapping wahala wey don dey disturb people for that surroundings. People wey come outside from different parts of our country here, even say for within Lagos, dem there wey dey hustle, dem no know say things dey happen for inside their backyard for that place for Yaba. Tori come reach us to say e get this their new style of using yogurt. So this one can't happen, may can affect the 2 children then when they come back from Jumaat prayers on Friday for Lagos State for there. Then say this one, the woman he dressed carry hijabi, one of their clothes where they used to take cover their body. So this woman can't use that thing, disguise herself, can't take cover body like one correct mama. Can't stop these 2 children when it be say their name be Ubeida and Mohammed Nasiru. This girl and her brother, then they come back from Jumaat prayers. So this one happened on 11th January 2025. The woman who can't stop them, can't give the senior sister when it be say her name be Ubeida. Say give am 500 naira. Say me Ubeida wrong. Go buy yogurt to come give her. She dey very very tasty. Then she want to quench her thirst with the yogurt to no be water. She talk yo. And the girl say. Then she can't leave the brother for the woman, as far as the woman na elderly person now. And moreover, she can't cover body like a better person. So the small pikin, this girl no know say something bad go even fit happen. She can't trust the brother for this woman and you, my country people. Before this girl go run come back, the younger brother don't disappear. Say the woman carry another yogurt to take give the pikin. So now so tori come take the carry us dey waka. After few days this same woman come gather liver come back to the same community again. Now for here now this time when this girl come see am, now the girl run go show her papa. Say this is face now the face, and now she cover herself wey attack me and my brother. Now as she send me to give me 500, say make I go buy yogurt. Now my coming back now me self no come see my brother again. And for there, this girl, papa come begin in the shot, totally the community people them come outside as they come begin they beat the woman. Totally they won't come even to chapia this woman. 9 police enforcement people them then come outside, come rescue this woman. They come carry and go for Sabo division. Even self, they can't even try for the woman self, come carry and go see one doctor. They come they check the woman mental health, whether the woman they okay. From there, they can search the woman bag, can see addresses and then phone numbers where them say they go contact them, take for do further investigation. My country people now the thing where they happen to be that Meanwhile, the community people then gather, they come begin they talk, say them they pray, say I beg, make Naziru come back after everything. Oga Minor, how you take a see this matter now? Because last week we talked about a similar matter concerning our children, how things they go wrong, especially for the side of our children. I beg make you help me put mouth for inside this matter.
Country people, this thing where they happen, we need to come together and make we see how we go take stop this matter of waiting they call kidnapper, gbomo. Because when we small now, waiting we know am, but before I say na gbomo, where they the thief pikin. This thing don't come the plenty more now. Man, see this one, pikin will be 8 years old and 3 years old. Will be Ubeida and Mohammed Nasiru. Then they come up from mosque. They go pray for on Friday for mosque, and they say woman will go look like their mama, because if you look their name, you go see say them be people will be Muslim. So when they see person wear hijab,
Yes,
waiting go come their mind be say this one na mama wey be say na better person.
Faithful,
I take money to let me buy you guys. And you know say the way we train our pikin for Africa here, we train them to respect elder people. So the pikin go out of respect, say elderly person they send a message, he go. The pikin go, by the time he come back, he no see the woman, he no see him brother Mohammed again. And to show see the woman don't take away they do this, he still get mind. Come back that area again, person wey don thief pikin, wey still get mind, come back the area, won't come carry another one. Now he show say this, and now the woman they pretend like say her head no correct. Make them arrest her, make them investigate well. So that the main thing not only to catch her, now to find out syndicate dey. Syndicate we say people will be say that then they work together to do this thing. Make them arrest them and make them investigate and make them find out where she carry this pikin go, another pikin where she dey catch. I beg make police help us do this work sharp so that Mohammed Nasiru go fit come back, because I know say the papa, the mama, what did they go through? Na only God know. Make them fit bring back this pikin.
Okay, my country people, for those of una wey just dey join us, this na SUMTV morning show headline review where we say we dey knack una tori of things in pidgin where they happen for we country. Now just now we talk about this one for our papa concerning kidnapping matter. So as una don hear am from Oga Jordan, I beg make we dey take caution, especially concerning our children. If it possible, say if person wey dem no know wan send them for area, make them tell the person say go and let my mommy know, go and let my daddy know before I will go to your message. Okay, inside the Lagos State matter, my country people, environment people don't come outside. Lagos State environment people don't come outside. Those ones where they take care of environment and water resources, then come outside to come talk to hoodlums them, say make them stop to the defecate, say make them stop to the poo for under their bridge for that place, make them stop to the shitty my country people for under bridge as they cause a problem for passerby them. Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources don't discipline some individuals where they shit for under bridge, my country people. The Commissioner of Environment and Water Resources, where her name be Tokumbo Wahab, don't reveal this one on Saturday. Talk say the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources not go tolerate them from all these Agbero boys to them when they make the road uncomfortable for people them to pass. Even self them talk to them, don't arrest about 12 of them, because nobody said them just there they defecate you. They make the place to be uncomfortable. Even self small activities they go on for that place, especially in the night time. Even self for early hours, they know they fear. Una know wetin I mean now, this snatching of bags, all those kind of things in that place, they safe at all. That one can even make them arrest 12 suspects. Oga Mine, I make you shed more light to inside this matter for me, because them talk say the under bridge there na Ile Ipo bridge for Abule Egba. So make you shed more light for my country people them.
You see, for not be only for Lagos, I don't find out one thing with us for Nigeria. If government build anything like bridge, like roundabout, like park, we go beautify place, people go use that place, begin stay there. From staying there, they go begin defecate for there. They go begin build shop for there. They will begin live there. And then again, you dey live there. Instead make you make the place clean, they no go make am clean.
I beg no vex, Oga Mine. You say defecate. I want to make you break the things so that my market people them go follow me.
Now what they call pupu. They go dey pupu for there. Okay. And the thing be say, if you go Lagos for middle of road, all this area, you go see people go stay there. They pupu for ground. You go see them from beginning of express to end of express. And even other states, so if you go any bridge where you see say maybe government no barricade them, I be they no put people where they stay there, you go see Nigerians, because I believe say no be people from Ghana, no be people from Togo. Now Nigerians, they go there, they go pupu full everywhere. They go chop, they go throw away. This is some people will go begin throw away dirty. And even if you look Jalingo here, When they first build this Goodluck Ebele Jonathan bridge wey dey for roadblock, before they begin use am, people don begin for everywhere. They don begin spoil the place until they come put barricade, make sure say nobody dey there. So and also I go call on government, since we don know say na so our people dey. Anything wey you build, make dem put flower or make dem put barricade or make dem do am such a so that people no go fit dey gather. Because apart from say dem dey create dirty, na there criminals sef dey gather, dey attack people. They go hide, they go gather there, you go see them plenty, just stand, they talk, they do this one, they smoke, they drink. If they see chance, before you know, they don't collect person phone, they don't collect person back. So make them the once in a while, all these places, make government they go check. And again, for our people, wetin go make you leave your house, come people for main road? E no good. You fit spread disease. And na them where they live, where they stay around them, and then they do them. Now they go they spread disease to themselves. Cholera fit come. You get many disease where fit lead to something because of all these things. So my Nigerian people, I beg, make una stop this. Market women, market men, brother, sister, auntie, uncle. If una see person they do this thing, make una go report, make them catch them. Because if we allow them continue, now disease will they spread across with that. And with our country supposed fine. A new person go like, make visitor come, make it see them people for in front of your house. People they pass, people they go. People who can't do business for Nigeria. If they see this kind of yama thing, they go talk say these people no serious, they go carry their money, they go. So I beg go for the sake of our health, for the sake of security, for the sake of our dignity. Make we stop to the poo for public place.
Yeah, so this one where you talk una true. Make una support this environment and the water resource people the way they maintain our road. Make una support them according to how Oga Miner take talk this morning just now. If una see people wey want to throw away dirty for road, tell the person say abeg package this your dirty. When you reach where waste bin dey, make you put am for inside. No be say you go talk say na government things, na government know how to handle am. No. Our children wey from here dey for obodo you go for outside there wey japa go there as they self now they see them for social media where them they use their flyover take the talk, take the dance, take the do one or two things wey so today we dey see the comment for Naija here. Una no like am, una no wish say them too for obodo you go those oyibo people beke them make them too come use our own flyover take do something for social media. I beg you make una support this environmental people to make sure say our surroundings them clean, especially our bridges and our road them. Okay, oh my country people, now here we go draw the curtain of our newspaper headline review on this morning show program in Pidgin section. I thank una for staying with us and I wish una correct this new week. Make una stay tuned as Oga Ira go continue with the morning show. Now thank you for staying with us.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. SUMTV, your premier 24/7 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on SUMTV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from SUMTV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
Welcome back to the morning show. On this segment, we're going to discuss issues that are trending in Jalingo, in Taraba State and the Northeast. Still with me in the studio is our capable analyst who has always been available here and making detailed analysis of issues as the trend on the cover pages of the newspaper. One of the things we're going to take this morning is the story of on the cover page of Taraba News newspaper is Senior Staff Association of Nigeria of TSU say we are still on strike.
If you know how the strikes are being called and called off, you realize that the fact that ASU suspend their strike does not mean that SANU should. And SANU is a senior staff, is the academic staff unions of it's the University Senior Staff Association of Nigeria University SANU, because they said they also have they went on their own separate strike. So the ASU went on strike, they went on strike, and also NASU went on strike. So SANU, ASU has called off. I don't know if NASU has called off, but SANU said they haven't called off. Taraba News findings are revealed that SANU strike stems from unresolved grievances, including demands for salary arrears, promotion benefits and pension reforms. But I don't know if SANU was part of the discussion with government. They should be and what how they've been able to meet their demands. So as it stands now, this strike still holds because I don't think the university can function without staffs of the senior staffs association of
Nigerian
universities being available, and maybe solidarity with them as we may not want to begin work. So the statement issued in Jalingo on Sunday by SANU chairperson Bitrus Joseph Ajiboka declared that the strike will persist until all the unions' demands are met.
Is that reasonable?
Well, they have to take a strong position. The thing is this: we may say they are not reasonable, but they have been reasonable enough to
over the
years. If they continue we say, okay, well, they are not reasonable, they are taking an stand. Why has the government over the years look at this thing and be reasonable enough to get it done? They are not demanding for anything out of. They are demanding for their due. Well, what is due to them by law? They are not demanding for any special thing. What is due to them by law is what they are demanding for.
So among the key issues raised are the payment of withheld salary for September, October, November, December 2022, and the settlement of promotion arrears for 2016 to 2020. That's a long time ago.
That is a long time ago. These are things that you hear and you begin to wonder what kind of leadership we've had over the years. These are genuine claims. How can you work for that long and you have been old arrears to the tune of how many months? 10 months or more than. In some cases, there are some that have not been looked at. While they've acknowledged that, well, the minimum wage has been implemented. And look at it. Additional demands, as noted in the statement, include the implementation of updated 2020 guidelines for the appointment and promotion of senior non-academic staff, the replacement of outdated 2012 criteria, and the finalization of pension scheme under the state pension scheme with a recommendation for establishing a tertiary education pension board. So these are not things that just started yesterday. Like this from 2020, like 5 years ago. So they've been reasonable enough to give government the benefit of doubt. I think what the government needs to do is to sit down with them again, tell them what they need to do, and there should be timelines to these things, and a promise will be made that once it's not fulfilled by so time, okay, you can take actions. You can take actions. I think that if they are able to convince SANU that this is what they will do and their timelines attached to it, SANU might just come back to the classrooms.
Okay, there's this news still on appearing in this Taraba newspaper. It said Governor Kefas distributes seedling fertilizer for dry season farmers.
Yes, this is the thing we always look up for in Taraba State, where the government supports farmers, support people who are doing business, and this will go along with to help. I saw the pictures on the Taraba News. I saw the special advisor on agriculture and security, Honorable Zanaomi Kaswa. They've gone to many places. They've gone to Lao. They've gone to many local governments the ceremony was held at Donada in Lao local government area, and they distributed fertilizers, seedlings to farmers, and this will help these farmers. Especially we saw what happened during the rainy season. So this dry season farming is very, very important, very, very important, because it is what we cover the shortages that we have during the rainy season. This is a good one, I think, and they should also ensure that the right people get these things. Once the right people get, the people will be encouraged to farm. It will reduce the burden of financing for their family, and Taraba State will be the better for it.
And another thing that the government will need to work on is the issue of insecurity, because I think one of the highest threats to for agricultural sustainability in Taraba State is the issue for insecurity, banditry, herdsmen, and other cases like that.
What I can say for this year, it wasn't as high as it used to be. We've seen a reduction in the rate of crime, but we still have pockets of insecurity, especially maybe in some parts of the southern Taraba. I think the government should not take its foot off the gas in the area of security. They should ensure that farmers are secured in their farm, and once they are secured in their farm, they will be able to get they will be able to have the confidence to invest, because nobody will want to invest in the area whereby when the time for harvest comes, you won't be able to harvest your goods. So security, that's the key to agricultural development in Taraba.
Okay, there's this story that came out on yesterday's newspaper for Taraba News. We're bringing it up in the light of the fact that we couldn't hold a morning show for yesterday, Sunday morning. So there's this story on the cover page of Taraba News newspaper. Reverend Oli Nyame resigned as GMCN trustee amidst tension, sparking speculations and mixed reaction.
Well, Reverend Jolly Nyame decided to resign as trustee of the Global Methodist Church in Nigeria, and he said, according to him, his resignation is a strategic move to maintain neutrality amidst the escalating dispute between the Global Methodist Church, United Methodist Church, and the
UMC,
the three factions. And I think it's a wise decision by he is a leader, he's a father figure, he's respected by everyone. So it is better he step out as a trustee so that he can act as an advisor to them all. Yeah. And he emphasized on it that him leaving the GMC does not mean that he is no longer part of the GMC. Is that he said his doors is open to all factions.
The Methodist family.
Is still part of the Methodist family, and is ready to always intervene to ensure that peace is there. But for the sake of neutrality and peace, that is why I step out. That is what a leader should do. Yeah. I think if the right decision is taken, he should maintain the position of neutrality so that he can come in as a leader, as a father, to ensure that this is solved. The time has come for leaders in Taraba or the church to look into this issue, because it's degenerating, it's becoming an eyesore.
It has degenerated to the level where it is affecting
CAN elections.
And that is actually not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. It's not putting Taraba in good light.
All right. And on that note, we are going to draw the curtains for today's edition of the morning show. Ensure to follow us on other lineup of our programs. At this point, I'll need to appreciate our guest, who has always made himself available to make analysis of issues as the trend for us on this platform. And I also want to appreciate my co-presenter, Esther Okas-TV, for handling the Pidgin segment of the morning show. It's a very interesting segment of the morning show where analysis of issues that are trending are being presented in Pidgin English for the understanding of the macro women and other segments of the society. I also want to appreciate Andeke Shamaki, our able master control operator. It is because of his efforts that we are connected with you out there. I remain your uncle, Ira Daniel Okwe. Sure to stay blessed. Goodbye.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators,